What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Kwach, actor, writer, and all nice things. Please, if you have not subscribed, hii channel, like, sijui unaona nini, cinema yako unaitolea wapi? Because if you have not subscribed to Alboa Cinema, this is where you will get everything. So subscribe. Ni wewe naongelesha. Subscribe.
So now, karibu to Alboa Cinema. Now, I have to kind of, every now and then I deviate from my core messaging and talk about things that are going on in the society at large, like pissing off Gen Z and their useless protests. Okay, so now I was giving it a little time so that I can actually dig back and look serious, because I'm going to say some very uncomfortable things here about why we have these school fires. They've been there for quite a while, but there's a core reason. I think two core reasons why this happens quite more frequently than I don't even remember which any other country in the world that has such fires. And I'm going to, let's see, now this Endarasha tragedy. I think sometimes when I see guys, like, okay, you send your kids to, personally I went to boarding school from the time I was like in class 3 till form 4. There are pros and pros and cons to it, obviously. Would I have changed things? There's a lot I would have changed, but it is what it is. But during the time that I was in school, at least, I think I remember there was one such incident or tragedy, if you like. But there was a lot more discipline at that time, whether it was just pretense for the time or later. But right here at Endarasha, they say 21 kids have burnt, others can't be recognized. Hey. Now, this is caused primarily by two things. The first ones, the schools, almost all schools have become immensely incompetent and corrupt. Head teachers, everyone there is not there to teach your kids and give them a direction or the house. No. They are there to primarily make money. And if you combine it with how government behaves, matter there is no funding, matter there is holding up, or sometimes just plain saying, hey, you lie. You say, oh, we are funding this, but you're not. But you go to the school, you find that the parents have to pay for it. Nonetheless, in the current world, for all you parents, by the way, you guys are a big cog in this. Many of you pay money to have your dumbass kids go to schools that they did not get the marks to go to. So you corrupt the system. Secondly, your kids are not disciplined from home. Denzel has to have his way. So when he goes to school and has to follow rules, they can't, because even you don't follow any rules. You don't really have any kind of principles or anything like that, or morals. Toka nyumbani, nyinyi wote ni degenerate. So this kid going to school and something goes wrong, they have no problem destroying everything and people along with them. That is kitu ya hiyo ni kitu ya kwanza na ya pili in the same. The schools are very corrupt. You parents are very corrupt. Now, parents, why are you guys paying for money for have your kids go to schools they have not qualified for? Your kids are dumb, they can't understand anything. Hata hawajafunzwa kitu juu, hata wewe huwezi mfunza kitu juu pia uko down. Why are you doing that? How do you expect that you'd create a situation where corruption is the main thing, corrupting a school, so that the teachers and the head teachers are only interested in the money you're bringing in? How do you think that translates to standards in teaching, quality of life in the school? How do you think that translates? Do you think there's no incompetence? Do you think there's no just plain ignoring of people, inhumanity coming in. Why are you doing that? First of all, most of these schools, especially public schools, they are heavily overpopulated. Schools that should have maybe 500 people now have 2,500 kids. There are some schools that kids sleep in dining halls, gyms, or whatever. Like, it's getting ridiculous. I've actually witnessed this myself. I would not say from where. But these schools are overpopulated. Why? Because the head teachers and the teachers want access to these students to make money from selling some stupid ass books I've seen. Like, they print, every teacher is printing their own book to make sure the school approves us the book, and that's how they're making money. On top of that, to trips, to Ninit, every week. Those of you who have kids in schools know that, especially public schools. Every week there's a teacher calling you for something. The teachers are colluding with your kids to extract money because mtoto atapata do, mwalimu apate do. Si ndio? The books are bullshit. Living conditions are bullshit. You're overcrowded. And then you have this silly, how do you call this? This silly, I'm trying to remember how I can describe it. Basically, if somebody wants to force you to, like, for example, in a dormitory, you close the doors from outside. That kind of control, yes. You're trying to establish some unnecessary control over these kids by making sure that you make it as difficult as possible, not that it's helping them in any way, to do anything. So you lock them in a dormitory when they're asleep. So if anything happens in their home, like it has, they're saying the last, this thingy was, this Endarasha tragedy was through a short circuit or something, whatever, electrical issue, they say. So you're looking at situations where we are, us as people, already doing so much to destroy the standards in these schools. Secondly, raising some of the most incompetent, annoying, indisciplined children that have ever existed. That's the truth, and they want to say it. Because a lot of these tragedies have been caused by students. I think majority. In fact, let's go through this list over here. I found this on Mpasha mnakuanga chini like. So we had Kabarnet 2017, 10 dead. Let's go. Kianguli Secondary School 2001. How many are those? 67 boys. Dead. So they masterminded by two 16-year-old students. Now let's go where? Bombolulu. You remember, like, this one? It was actually quite sad also. You see, everywhere, every place you're being told it's overcrowded. The reason they're overcrowded is because they don't want, it's not because they want your students so many to learn. It's because they have to extract as much money as possible without improving facilities or expanding, at the very least. Asumbi Girls, 2012. Nyeri High School, 1999. Endarasha Boys, same area, 2010. St. Kizito, this was also a big one at the time, 1991. Yes, mimi mzee hivyo. Moi Girls High School, 2017, and so on and so on. So you see, these things happen. But just like everything else in this country, people think they're just going to show outrage. The same people that are involved to make sure that these bad things happen by your lack of standards, by your corruption, by your lies, by all these things, you also want to step aside and point a finger. You are the people who are causing all these fires. Mapero nyinyi kwanza. You see, nothing in these schools happens unless the parents are in the program. Kama ni hii corruption mnataka kuingisha watoto kwa mashule na hawatoshi, ni nyinyi mnalipa. You are the ones who are exactly funding this bullshit. And now, everybody has to start, our kids are banned, we can't recognize our kids, we need DNA. They have to wait for a month. Imagine that. You have to wait for a month. Yeah, it's sad for you as a parent, but what part did you play? Because we can't go on doing this. Saa hizi mnapiga kelele juu ya Ruto na nyinyi mlikuwa natuambia is the best guy ever, hustler. You need to shut the fuck up. You people cannot just continue doing the worst things on the planet. Then when you get the results, you make the worst decisions, you get the results of your decisions, and you start crying over it. And you want everybody else to be the one who has to pay that price. Mimi nasema pole kwa watoi. Because they have to deal with you fools. You corrupt fools with no standards and no morals. This is what is going to happen until you change. And I'm not here to massage you. He goes, oh, it's sad. It's your fault. How many times is this going to happen before you back up and do something right for once? Nyinyi mnafikiria corruption, nyinyi kila mtu is corrupt. You can't do business in this country because everybody is trying to be as smart as. That is what is going on. You've ruined everything. There's no service. When you go to hospitals, the doctors want to poison you so you can keep on going back. Isn't that the truth? Why are we pretending? When you go to the garage, the guy wants to steal a part and change. Like, what are we talking about here? Ukiingia kwa matatu, unataka ku overcharge kidogo, jika unajua. Like, what are we talking about? Why are we pretending these things are so sad and you know what the results of your actions and decisions are? Kwa hivyo, at this one, maybe I just feel sad for the kids, and something bad happens. It is what it is. But I'm not going to pretend that you folks are not the ones who are causing this. Hizi mashule haziraniwi na maghost. Hizi gavas you in place by ghosts. There is no one who came from some other universe to come and institute these things. Ni nyinyi. Nyinyi and your Denzel loser kids and your corrupt politicians and your fake pastor and your everything. Sasa mnataka kila mtu pretend that no. Now this is called paying the piper. And unless you change, hii itaendelea na tutaendelea kufireball. Because maybe I'm not in this world of yours anymore. Like, I'm so tired. Everyone in the world keep lying, pretending they know and whatnot. It is so bogus to keep on pretending ya kwamba hamna dini. Eti unafanya kitu alafu baadaye kitu kigeuka vibaya mnaanza hakuna kitu mnatuambia boss. You better change, but otherwise, sad for the kids, but you're the ones who caused their death. Live with it. Idiots.